About 6:45 this morning, a helicopter chartered from a company in El Paso landed at the Santa Fe airport. When the pilot, Charles Bella, reached Santa Fe, he gassed up, then settled down to wait for his passenger. She showed up a little after 9.
She would look confused, like she didn't know where she was at. And I asked her if she was waiting on a helicopter. She said yes. And he saw her, and he walked up to her and says, "Is your name Diana?" So he didn't know her. He didn't act like he knew her or anything.
The helicopter flew low over the state prison, landed in the recreation yard and back of the main facility, and tried to pick up 4 inmates. The helicopter apparently had trouble lifting off, and one of the inmates either jumped or was pushed out. The helicopter then left with the other 3. Corrections officials say they have tried to anticipate all kinds of escapes, but they never seriously expected this.
We're not fully prepared for this kind of contingency. It was quite a surprise.
Armed guards in the tower fired at the helicopter as it landed to pick up the 3 inmates. Although several shots were fired, only one apparently actually hit the helicopter, and that did not hit in any vital place. At one point, the helicopter nearly crashed into one of the guard towers. Just a few minutes after the escape, word was out and the chase was on. Joe Diaz has that part of the story.
What you're looking at is the helicopter used in the prison breakout. As you can see, it is closely being pursued by authorities in the larger Black Hawk helicopter. This was all part of a wild aerial cat-and-mouse chase which played itself out in the skies over Albuquerque and Los Lunas today. It was in Los Lunas where the fleeing aircraft first landed. 2 inmates and an accomplice found out at the Los Lunas airstrip. The remaining escapee, convicted murderer Francis Preston Mitchell, then pointed a gun to the head of the helicopter pilot, and the aerial chase resumed. By 10 this morning, the pilot and inmate Mitchell were flying back over the skies of Albuquerque, weaving back and forth over the Northeast Heights, at all times under the hot pursuit of 2 police helicopters, as well as a police plane and Sky 7. At one point, it looked like the chase would end at the Coronado Airport when the suspect helicopter attempted to land in the middle of the runway. Hovering as its skids almost touched the asphalt, but only to again accelerate into the skies. The ambitious prison breakout was 2 hours old before this portion of it would come to an end. After dodging and weaving above Albuquerque one final time, the fleeing helicopter became surrounded by airborne law enforcement and was forced to land at the Albuquerque airport. For 26-year-old Francis Mitchell, his 120-minute taste of freedom had come to an end. Joe Diaz, Action 7 News.
Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, Tactical Academy.
Tactical Security Texas Academy. Sign up today.